Hey there guys, Fireman Official here and welcome to this Crossfire Legion video, and today we're going to take a look at the units and commanders as well as introduce the Blacklist faction. The Blacklist formed as a secretive breakaway mercenary group by members disillusioned with the corrupt policies of global risk, and the notoriety of some extreme elements within their organization sees Blacklist often labeled as the bad guys. The continued outrage at local and global economic inequalities allows Blacklist to recruit not only from militias within war-torn countries, but also highly trained former special operation agents. As a result, Blacklist organizations are spread throughout the world and no one knows their true hierarchy. But they are all united by the ideology of violently protecting the weak and preventing the corporate excesses of capitalism. Occasionally, Blacklist accepts contracts to settle disputes from high-profile countries and clients, who often simultaneously offer the same contracts to global risk. However, it is through the many small contracts from poverty-stricken nations, private investors and their less-than-legal activities that Blacklist is primarily funded. Whether you consider them terrorists or freedom fighters, the influence of Blacklists on world events cannot be ignored. A fast-moving, hard-hitting faction, Blacklist relies on speed and guerrilla tactics to be effective. This and their use of unconventional weaponry keeps their foes off balance and uncertain of what to expect next. However, what they have in speed and power, they lack in durability. Taking head-on engagements with this faction is not recommended. Each with their own talents and attributes, you will get the job done by choosing from these three commanders. The first of the Blacklist commanders is the Phoenix. The secretive Phoenix became the leader of the Blacklist faction after turning the guerrilla organization into a coordinating fighting force. He brings to the table the Ghost Core ability, which deploys an outpost using Ghost Kit technology that provides a passive healing field to all nearby units. He also brings about the Ghost Recall ability, teleports own forces in the target area to the Ghost Core outpost, and temporarily causes them to enter stealth so they can't be targeted by enemies. The second commander for Blacklist is Freefall. Freefall is a master of Ghost Kit technology, which she utilizes to misdirect and debilitate her enemies. She can stealth allies and make enemies more vulnerable to damage. She brings about the Ghost Zone ability. Deploy a field that temporarily causes allies to enter stealth for a short duration. Allies can still move and attack while hidden, but they can't be targeted by enemies. The Acid Rain ability. Douse a target with corrosive fluid for a limited time. Enemies in the area move slower and take additional damage from attacks. And last but not least, our third commander, Stalker. Stalker commands a vast mercenary network of local militias. Using these ground connections, he is adept at infiltrating shadow operatives behind enemy lines. He brings about the Guns for High ability, deploys mercenaries to any location, but they leave the battlefield soon after the fighting is done. The Shadow Operative ability deploys a shadow operative to the target location, whose lightning-fast attacks can damage all enemies in the target area for a limited duration. And now it's time to take a look at the units available for the Blacklist faction. First of all, we've got the Bulldog, a basic infantry with highly adaptable capabilities. Can be upgraded to use stealth, but moving or attacking will cancel the effect. The abilities include camouflage. You can enter stealth, but moving or attacking cancels that effect. Moving on to the Lion. This is a heavy infantry equipped with a slow-firing autocannon. It can unlock an ability to increase their rate of fire for a limited time, and this ability is called Courage. Moving on to the Cheetah. This is an all-terrain buggy with high movement speed and an anti-personnel machine gun, equipped with a harpoon that immobilizes vehicles and grounds aircraft, allowing ground-based weapons to attack them. This ability is called Impale. Next we have the Chameleon, which is a support vehicle that can snare or immobilize targets. It reduces the damage of enemies it attacks and can detect enemies in stealth. Its abilities are an EMP burst and snares hostile targets for a short duration. The next ability is called Liquefaction, which pulverizes a section of ground for a limited time, slowing all units that pass through it. And thirdly, it has a Sonic Wave. The default weapon of the Chameleon will reduce an enemy's weapon damage when it hits them. Next we have the Dragonfly, an agile bomber that specializes in flanking base assaults. Can be upgraded to further increase effectiveness against structures. This ability is called Improved Igniters, where the Dragonfly does increased damage against structures. We then have the Falcon, which is a heavy attack chopper armed with rockets. Can be upgraded to increase the number of rockets fired per volley, and this ability is multi-rocket. And last but not least, we have the Crocodile, which is a heavy attack vehicle with a devastating long-range laser cannon. Upgrading it causes the target to burn for a short time after each hit, and this ability is called Scorch. And so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video looking at the Blacklist faction. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you'd like to see more content like this. I'll also be able to bring you news of the third faction. We don't quite have it yet, but stay tuned for more information in the coming weeks. Take care guys, and see you next time.